Over the weekend, Epic Games nerfed the jetpack and the Captain America shield, and honestly, I'm not even sure if more nerfs are to come. I would imagine so, especially with the content that's supposed to be added in a little while, but did Epic Games officially ruin a really good season? I'm going to talk about it, give my opinion. I would love to know what you guys think about this down below afterwards. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's talk about these brand new nerfs. So obviously, I've been, if you've been following the channel, I've been off for a little bit, so very late to talking about these nerfs, but I am not upset about these nerfs. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed, okay? Like, it just doesn't bother me. If you've been following the channel, you would know that I've been making videos kind of saying this is going to happen. So my whole mindset was, okay, these things are, I didn't think they were busted, to be honest with you, but I was like, okay, these things are really good. They're very powerful. The Captain America shield is really fun to play with. It's going to get nerfed. I was talking about it through the entirety of Wrecked. Moving on to this next Marvel season, I said I have no faith that this season is going to be like Chapter 2 Season 4. I'm not saying this in the sense where I'm like dogging on the season or just it's completely ruined for me, because I still am enjoying myself. I love this season. Well, love is a strong word, but I'm really enjoying myself playing this season. BR is great. So far, I would say BR is my favorite out of Chapter 5, but that might go to the beginning of Wrecked. Regardless, my point is I'm still enjoying myself, but so many of you guys hyped up this entire season to be exactly like Chapter 2 Season 4, and as of right now, I'm very hopeful for Chapter 6. I'll be incredibly disappointed if Chapter 6 doesn't launch with like an absolute banger, and that's another video that I'm going to be pushing out soon, because I talk a lot about keeping your expectations in check, and I believe that my expectations are in check for Chapter 6, and that being that the game is going to improve vastly. But my expectations were completely in check, and I tried to, and I'm not making this video to sit here and be like, oh my god, I told you guys so, you know, but I think this is a problem that's in the Fortnite community right now, because everybody's saying that peak has been ruined, and you know what, that very well may be the case. A lot of people really enjoying the season, and there still are a lot of people really enjoying the season. A lot of people said that these items should have been nerfed, but of course, there is a big chunk of the casual community who wanted the Marvel Mythics to remain insanely powerful. People liked having the Captain America fights at the end of the game, and the Captain America shield being like, I don't know if buggy's the right word for it, but just very strong. Had the nice soft aim to it, and it still kind of does. You can still use those things, but I understand why with these nerfs people would have a little bit less fun with it. But on the other side of the coin, though, I understand why people who just want to play Fortnite and people just enjoying the game as it is, and this is the problem again, where you get into the whole they need to separate casual and competitive type thing. Like, there's no reason as to why these things should be in competitive mode, but again, conversation for another time, of course. My point being is, I'm not disappointed in the slightest about this. This is exactly the timeline how I expected it to go, and this is another reason why, honestly, like, I'm really enjoying myself playing Fortnite right now, and it's like, everybody needs to have their expectations in check, man. Everybody needs to understand, like, okay, this is kind of the way that Chapter 5 has been going. I don't imagine that we're going to see a little bit of a change in Chapter 6. I got a couple comments recently because I made a brand new video talking about the locker again, Epic Games, where it's like, I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but again, I was in general just talking about the locker, right? And I got a couple comments saying, hey, I think it's going to be fixed in Chapter 2 OG. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. I love the optimism. I hope the same. I hope it's changed in Chapter 2 OG, but I think the correct thing to assume would be to, okay, we'll get a complete revamp maybe once the brand new chapter comes, because with Chapter 5, we've had the locker like this, and then we're going to continue to have the locker like this. That's kind of how I was approaching this new Marvel season. Just because Chapter 2 Season 4 was so good, it doesn't make me sit down and go, okay, this is going to be an amazing season just like it was the first time. I imagine that it's going to go just like Chapter 5. With the Season 1, there wasn't a ton of changes in Season 1, but Season 2, the Myths Immortals, the potential for the theme of the season just missing completely. Chapter 5 Season 3. I'm messing up the seasons right now. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit tired recording this video. The cars coming out. They got nerfed right away. I think the correct thing to assume would have been for this to happen, and because because I was expecting it to happen like this, I'm still enjoying myself playing this game. Plus, I still absolutely love Fortnite Reload right now. I cannot wait for those updates, but it might not be even ruined completely, because we still have some amazing updates coming throughout the season. We haven't had the first update yet. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Marvel Knockout. That has major potential. We don't know if it's going to be a mid-season update. The storyline is a banger right now. There's a lot to really look forward to. I just honestly think it's really important that moving forward, and I don't think this is going to change because we've been talking about this for a long time. This is a reason that I've been talking about, like, leaks have been ruining the hype for Fortnite season. Everybody kind of builds up these brand new Fortnite seasons to be this magnificent thing. And I understand where the Marvel one came from. I get it. Chapter 2, Season 4, arguably prime Fortnite. We just made a couple videos talking about that, right? I get it. I get why the theme would be super exciting, but I think the correct thing to assume would have been for this to happen. And when these new mythics do get added, we still don't know if they're just going to be exclusive to the Marvel Knockout mode, but if we get brand new mythics, if we get some brand new gimmick, I think the correct thing to assume is enjoy it for while it's here, have your fun. That's totally okay. And I mean, it's okay to play with it all the time, but you know what I mean? Enjoy it while it's here, because it's going to get nerfed, because it's just kind of how the way Chapter 5 has been going. If I'm proven wrong, great, but at least that way I'm not sitting down getting all excited and then just finding myself incredibly disappointed because I haven't built them up super high. But like I said, the season has incredible potential still. Maybe these new things coming will be in Battle Royale. I don't know. There's not a lot to... honestly, there isn't a lot of leaks of like what's coming right now within this season. We just have like some set updates. Some of the old Marvel Mythics are coming back. I can't wait for the LTM. I cannot wait, because Floor is Lava was a major hit in Chapter 5, and I imagine that the Marvel Knockout coming back will be another hit as well. But I'm with you guys. I don't even know how many people would agree with me on this. When Chapter 6 comes, that's where my expectations are really high, and then I'll need to take my own advice, maybe. But I think it's fair, and I want to make a whole video dedicated to this. I think it's fair to assume that Chapter 6 will be a drastic improvement to Chapter 5, and I'm still really enjoying Chapter 5. Again, this whole video isn't dogging on the new season. I'm still really enjoying myself. It's just, I never expected it to be like the prime Fortnite that so many people expected it to be. That's kind of where I'm at, and I hope that you guys kind of not adopt a doomer mindset at all, just adopt a little bit of a more realistic approach to these brand new Fortnite seasons right now, because this has been the most controversial chapter of all time. There's been a lot of the community that hasn't been happy with what Epic Games has been doing lately, so I think that with these next updates coming out, I don't think that we should expect a Stark Industries type update. It'd be great if they proved us wrong, but I know a lot of people are expecting a really big mid-season update. I'd love to know what you guys think about this entire topic down below, and I also want to ask you guys, what do you think Prime Fortnite exactly was? If you're interested in finding that out, we took a deep dive into Cypher PK's video over here, dissecting what exactly Prime Fortnite is. I would love to see you guys over there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.